5 months ago, I never thought I would see the view through this cracked and pitted windshield again. My beloved FJ Cruiser had blown a head gasket, and I just didn't know what to do. But I kept it and hoped for the best. And you know what? The best came along.
I didn't know about the FJ. I just knew about on the road and the pictures and stuff like that. And I saw an article on driving.ca where they talked about this 800,000 kilometer FJ. And I'm like, oh my God, it's Mike Drew. I know Mike Drew from the Calgary Sun, right? And they talked about this 800,000 kilometer FJ. So it was at that point that I went and checked out your Facebook page, and I saw one of the posts about the FJ breaking down. And so to see this Toyota that's getting close to hitting 1 million kilometers, my first thought was, I have to reach out to this guy. We have to make this happen. We got to get the FJ back on the road.
So Chris brought the FJ into his shop in Airdrie, and he and his crew went to work, and they fixed absolutely everything. Just an amazing act of charity. Unbelievable.
Well, I'm really encouraged about it hitting the million. I mean, I definitely know from my experience in this trade that anything can happen, and catastrophic things can happen at any time, especially at this mileage. But we were really encouraged by what we saw. The engine inside, unbelievable condition for 800,000 kilometers. The feel of the transmission is still shifting beautifully. I'm fully expecting the vehicle to make 1 million.
And you know what, Chris? So am I. I mean, we've got so much more to explore in this part of our world. So many more fields to drive by, so many more sloughs to check out. So many more things to see, like a Swainson's hawk harassing an eagle, or bright red samphire ringing a slough and making the prairie look like it's hung over. White-fronted geese and early snow geese. Deer in the fields. Bees buzzing around, and cattle looking kind of silly. There's so much more of southern Alberta to explore, and what better vehicle to do it in than my beloved FJ Cruiser. So thank you, Chris and Haley and Mike and the rest of the crew at my garage in Airdrie. 810,000 kilometers now, 190,000 to go. 1 million kilometers for the FJ? Piece of cake.